Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.
Going to attack once more. Dublin knocked it on to Whelan. Oh, Whelan has scored.
Into the box, real chance. Now he missed it.
Yes, they can.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Sky Blue Fans TV. Yes, you might, that hassle, couldn't get online, so I'm using my phone, which is over there. So if there's a slight delay, I'm sorry about that. It's probably satellite delay or whatever you want to call it. But yes, I'm Miles Kelly and welcome to Sky Blue Fans TV. I hope you're all having a good week, and sorry about the result on Monday, but we will bounce back, I'm sure, and we will hopefully get our result on this Saturday coming. Now, we've got a busy show ahead of us. We've got some guests coming in for us this evening. But before we do, we've got a little bit of housekeeping to do. So first of all, we've got the George and John appeal. So if you haven't already, please do. Head over to the old CCFC statue appeal on GoFundMe. Get yourselves over there and donate as little as you can or as much as you want to donate. £500 will get your name on the statue, but you can donate as little as a £5, which isn't even a pint at the game of football. So please, let's get this statue sorted out, ready for next season. So it's in pride display over there at the CBS. Well, it won't be for next season, it'll be the season after. So they're aiming to get it done and put outside the ground by May next year. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. Also, not forgetting tomorrow night, you got Noel Reelan. That is down at the Sky Blue Tavern. That is the 5th of April, 7 o'clock. We've got some tickets to give away tonight. So if you can go tomorrow, we do have a pair of tickets to give away again. So if you do want to go and you want to have a go at the competition, we have got competition coming up very, very shortly for you. And you can win some tickets to go there tomorrow night, which should be a great night. Unfortunately, I can't go because I'll be doing my radio show. So, but it is going to be brilliant, and I hope you can all support that as well tomorrow. And that's in conjunction with the Northern Sky Blue Army, who are keeping the faith, and we do keep the faith. And they're raising money for the Uganda appeal and Jamie's legacy as well. So that's a good cause there. We've got Jack Thomas. Jack Thomas has got his fight next Saturday. If you haven't already got your tickets, head over there. If you're not going to Birmingham, you couldn't get your tickets because we only had 2,000. Head over to ultratickets.co.uk, get your tickets. Jack's raising money for the arthritis appeal. So his mum's got arthritis. And we are very proud to be his sponsor. There's his walkout shirt. So you can see his gym that he fights for, MMA there. There's one of his sponsors on the left. There's our sponsor, Sky Blue Fans TV on the sleeve, and also BC Radio. So good luck to Jack next week. I hope you do well, mate, and I hope it's going to be brilliant for you. So good luck with that one. And then don't forget this. Not long to go now. Did you get your tickets today? Let's get in touch if you have got your tickets. If you're one of the fans who have got 50 points, we've got Man United coming up very, very soon. Not long to go. It's getting very exciting now. And the Sky Blues hopefully travelling down in big numbers and turning Wembley Stadium sky blue. Now, they're all the happy things. There are a couple of sad things this week. And I'll touch on this before we bring all the guests in because, first of all, there's a Leeds appeal. So this is a Leeds appeal here. If the fans... on the 24th anniversary of a tragic loss of two of their fellow Leeds supporters on the 24th minute, if you could everyone join in with a round of applause at the ground this Saturday, that would be most appreciated. And closer to home, we have the 23rd minute applause. So there's going to be 2 minutes of applauding there. That is for Cameron Slater, who sadly passed away. Such a young life taken away, and if we can all give a nice round of applause there. There's another one on the 75th minute as well. This is for Hinsey. If you can give him 49 years of love and laughter that Mark brought to their lives. He sadly passed away as well. And if you could give a round of applause. And there's also one more shout out I'd like to do here for Marie and her family. Now, I was very honoured. I sorted out some videos for Marie, for her brother, who sadly passed away. I think it was yesterday. And I got some of the players to send him some messages while he was poorly in Mighton Hospice. And the family would like to thank Mighton Hospice for everything they have done over the last 5 weeks. And Marie and the family, they just so grateful for what they did. So thank you, Mighton Hospice. And don't forget, if you do go on the tavern coaches, they do raise money for Mighton Hospice, and you never know one day when you might need them. So Marie, with all your family, all our hearts and all our thoughts go out to you guys. And I know it's hard time, and let's just hope City can bring the 3 points home for your brother on Saturday. So that's all the sad bits out the way for this evening, and we'll carry on with the show. Now, first of all, let's get him in. He's been covering for us while I've been away for a little bit, covering. He's done a grand job. He's done a brilliant job. So let's bring him in. Ken Stewart. Good evening, Ken.
Yeah, good evening, Miles. Well, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done, mate, for filling in for us. Absolutely brilliant job. So
time for the last few weeks. So
yeah, brilliant job. Thanks, mate.
No problem.
Good. We got Claudio, who filled in as well. Well done, Claudio. Thank you so much, filling in last Thursday and everything for me. Well, the last couple of Thursdays. So thank you very much indeed, mate. You all right?
Yeah, good. Thanks. You?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, disappointed with the result Monday, but we move forward and we're going to bounce back, I think.
We'll just win our last 6 games, won't we?
Yeah. Well, you just never know. And he wanted to come back on. He's been pestering me. He keeps messaging me every other day. Can I come back on? Yes, you can come back on, Dave. It's Dave Granahan. Good evening, mate. How are you?
I'm great, thanks, everybody.
Good evening. All right, mate?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Good. What's with the claret wallpaper there?
I've been put upstairs out of the way.
Have you?
I asked for a bit of peace and quiet, so I've gone to my bedroom instead. So not the usual background, but we'll get it done.
Now, listen, we've got Spot the Ball. Are you ready, everyone? Spot the Ball tonight. Here we go. Spot the Ball. Where's the ball? This is Huddersfield away last Friday. Ken Stewart took the picture. Where's the ball? Do you know what? I've even forgotten where the ball is, to be honest with you. Get your guesses in. See where you think it is. Dave, have a go, mate. Where do you think the ball is?
I'm going to go with ball 7.
Ball 7.
Number 7.
Okay. Claudio, you've been on your holidays. Where do you think it is?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Ken Stewart, where do you think it is?
I'm trying to remember. I think 24.
24. Okay. Even I've forgotten where I've put it. So yeah, we're not in good stead here. I'm gonna go, and this is God's honest truth. I have forgotten where the ball is. I'm gonna go 17. I think. So that's how bad it is. Can I just say, last Thursday you did Spot the Ball, didn't you?
Yeah.
I came on the comments and said to everybody, pick ball number 3, was it?
4, wasn't it? I can't remember.
4, whatever it was, and no one picked it.
No.
I think they expected it was one of your curveballs, Miles.
Yeah, probably.
Trying to put them the opposite way.
So yeah, get your guesses in. Have a little go at that. And now, look, we had a few RIPs there, and our hearts go out to everybody. They really do. But we're just going to try and cheer everyone up a little bit here. Claudio sent us a video, and it's the Portsmouth game against Derby. Now, have you seen this, Dave?
I think I'd have, yeah, possibly.
Yeah? Well, have you seen it, Ken?
No, I haven't. No.
Here's a little video to hopefully put a smile on everyone's faces. All right, here you go.
Smith. Plans to have the second ball at the moment. Actually got a fox on the pitch right now. Running into the Pompey right back area. Not quite a fox in the box. It is now. We really have had everything this evening, haven't we?
And that's certainly something you don't see every day. Blackett Taylor's fuming that the referee stopped the game because he felt that he would have been in. An unexpected pitch invader.
Fox stops play.
What about that? What's happened to the fox there, Dave? He had no fur on the back of him, did he?
I reckon he was just running a bit too quick and got caught by one of the players, I reckon. It's not something you see every game, is it?
No, I was going to say, have you ever seen anything like that at a football match? Has anything random happened to you?
No. I've seen a dog and a cat, but never a fox.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about
Been a cat on the pitch? Yeah.
this season, Ken? No, we were in Hull, and there was an eagle that flew down.
Yeah,
And
that's right. It was, yeah.
Swooped up another bird, wouldn't he? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Caught him in midair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we've seen. But I don't
Quite
think I've ever. I've only seen horses come on the pitch at Highfield Road.
So I've seen some cart horses at CVS.
Right now, listen. Let's talk about it. Then we're going to have to talk about it, aren't we? Come on to Monday, unchanged team. Come to you first, Dave. With an unchanged team, we won't really dwell too much on that, but we'll talk about more the performance. What did you make to the performance for the whole 90 minutes?
For a whole 90 minutes, I just don't think we were good enough. I think, we started slow, and then it looked like we were coming back into it, and obviously Ellis got his goal, which, by the way, was absolutely brilliant from start to finish. He picked that ball up in midfield, started that move off, and he took it really, really well. And you think, we're on for a good game here. And it just seemed like as if they'd already thought they'd won the game. The passing was becoming sloppy. And, obviously, with Cardiff packing out the midfield, we were having to resort to long balls, and they just weren't coming off. And I think they just outsmarted us on the day. I mean, the first own goal was, I don't know what Kitchen was thinking, to be honest with you. I mean, I've watched that back probably about 3 or 4 times now, and he could have just cleared it to his left, and nothing would have happened, or even just left it for Brad. I mean, the second goal, I think you got nothing to do with that. It was just one of them accidents. It happens, but it just looked like we just run out of energy. Whether that's down to the lack of changes early on, maybe that would have avoided that. But I don't know. I just think it was very, very low energy and very passive.
Do you think that's to do with the international break and then 2 games on the bounce straight after that? Do you think that's played a part in it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's like going from anything. You sit here all day, then all of a sudden you got to go up for work. Your energy isn't there, is it? And they've had to go from being on their holidays to playing 2 games within 4 days. I think, I was quite surprised with Friday how he didn't really change much, especially with the likes of Lati, Hadji, and Casey. But we seemed to get away with that one. But I think Cardiff, I think we'd just run out of energy altogether. But maybe putting a bit of a change in there might have helped. It might have not. I don't know. But you get these games. I mean, at the end of the day, it's one game. We've still got the same amount of gap, 4 points, still doable. But we need to start picking wins up.
Yeah, I mean, come to you, Ken. I mean, Dave's just touched on it there. Results sort of went our way at the weekend on Monday, and we're still 4 points off where we need to be. I mean, we've probably got the toughest running with Leeds and Ipswich still to play. We've still got Hull to play. We've got Man United in between that. I mean, do you think that played a key with that international break and having that Friday and then Monday game? Do you think that really affected it?
Yeah, I think it did in a bit, in a way. I was just surprised he didn't make any. I was surprised he went with the same team, for Monday that he played on Friday, because knowing that a lot of them have been on international duty as well, I expected a couple of them to be rested and maybe brought on from the bench. So we did look a little bit. Some players looked a little bit tired, but there was too many players below par, weren't there, on the day? And when you got one or two, maybe you can get away with it. But we probably had 3 or 4, maybe 5 players well below their best. Nowhere the standard we'd expect, and that's what affected the whole team. I mean, I thought when Sims scored, I thought that might lift us, but we were very sloppy, weren't we? Kept giving the ball away all the time. Every time we were in a good position. Even Sheaf, I mean, he's normally quite good, but even he was guilty of giving the ball away. And we just couldn't. And Cardiff, I mean, they were not a particularly great side either, and that's the annoying thing. We basically gave them on a plate, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a bit like Preston, wasn't it? It was they didn't have anything to do really to win the game. We did it for them, didn't we?
Yeah, 100%. Because we even scored the goals for them as well.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So, but yeah, very, very, very poor. But look, if we get that bad game out of the way, let's go on and win the rest of them. Because I don't think those teams that you've just mentioned in around us, I don't think Norwich is going to win every one of their next 6 or 7 games. I don't think any of them are. So there's going to be a lot of points dropped along the way. So let's see.
I mean, Claudio, I mean, I said before the game on Monday that we had 5 home games left. And I think we've got 3 away games left.
Yeah.
And you're thinking to yourself before that game, 5 home games, you've got to be going into them feeling really positive, but it just didn't click, did it, Monday? Just didn't click, apart from the goal.
No, I actually thought the first 15, 20 minutes wasn't too bad. I mean, and the goal was a brilliant goal. Sims picked it up, ran with the ball. It was a lovely move and finished it brilliantly. But then it sort of just all unfolded. I mean, Casey Palmer against Huddersfield's like Clarence Seedorf. He played like Clarence the Lion on Monday. It was just terrible. I've not seen him like that for a long time, where everything he did just didn't come off. And of course, what he does then, he flaps his arms around, or he sits on the floor, or he gets all upset, doesn't he? Instead of just knuckling down and getting back and winning the ball. Ken mentioned Ben Sheaf. Ben Sheaf wasn't himself. There was passes going behind players, too far in front of players. There was balls being kicked out of play. It was just a really, really. It's a performance I thought we'd have against Huddersfield after the international break. Whereas I thought we got over that, and you're looking at Cardiff and QPR as dead certs for 6 points, aren't you? These home matches, and possibly Hull City, But we've given ourselves a lot to do now, but it's still doable. I mean, there's no reason why we can't. I mean, I've jokingly said it earlier before we came on air. We could still win 6 matches.
Yeah.
Just like any other team in the top 8, they're all capable of doing that. So. You just hope we get it together and do something remarkable on Saturday, which I think we are capable of doing.
You need it. You need to get a reaction from the players. I think Robbins will be demanding that, to be honest, because even he weren't happy with their performance. They weren't, like you said, everything was just off, wasn't it? Every pass was off. There was only seemed to be probably about 3 or 4 players that I thought that deserved to be on the pitch at one point. Yeah. So, like I say, for Ben Sheaf to have a bad day, that says a lot, because it's not many days he has a bad one, is it really?
No. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better game to follow it on, really, could you, Ken? I mean, coming up against second in the table, we went up to Leeds. We pulled a draw out of it, which is a good result up there at Ellen Road. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better fixture, really, to follow this on, could you?
Yeah, if they want to play against the big boys, and this is a great game to test themselves, isn't it? Because Leeds are a good side, there's no doubt about that. But we matched them. We went up to Ellen Road. We all went up there, and we, more than deserved a point, didn't we? We could have easily won it. We had chances. So they are beatable. They are beatable, especially away from home. They're a bit of a fortress at home. So we did well to get a point there. So we've got a reasonably good home record, and we do play. Actually, I think we tend to play better against the top sides. Seem to be more up for it, and I think they'll be more up for it and more determined to make up for the game against Cardiff, the result against Cardiff. So I think they'll be looking to get maximum points.
Yeah. I think we're going to be up for this one, Claudio. Do you think they're going to be up for it?
I'd like to think so. Also, Leeds, I think the teams all play fairly open football. That's much better for us, much suited for us. Leeds will come at us. They can't defend, but that's the way they play. I mean, he goes a goal down. He puts 6 forwards on. He did that at their place.
Yeah.
We drew level, didn't we? And then he just panicked and chucked everybody on. He could play up front. So they'll have a go. And if they have a go, that'll leave spaces behind the midfield, between the defence. Leeds are all right. They're not fantastic and they're beatable. Just that since Christmas, they haven't lost, have they? Which is, I find remarkable, to be honest. I haven't seen some of their matches.
I think they're one of the most in the league, aren't they?
Well, Huddersfield should have turned them over. I mean, they got away with one there, didn't they? So, I think we have got a chance. I mean, it's just one of those days. It was just a bit flat and bizarre own goals.
If you look, two of them.
Well, the kitchen one, I swear, did he actually know which end he was kicking? Because it just looked like he'd forgotten which way he was kicking because he took it beautifully, didn't he?
Yeah, and keep up. If he just left it, the keeper would have got it, wouldn't he?
Well, just touch it out to the side. I don't know what he's doing. He completely lost his head, didn't he?
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about the pitch because it hasn't been played on for a while, that pitch. And for me, I know they had a training session on it. I think an under-21s have played on it, but parts of that pitch looked a bit patchy on Monday. Did you think that, Dave?
I think it didn't look as good as it normally does, but I didn't even think to put it why it was. It seemed like they overwatered it a lot as well.
Yeah, there was a few players slipping, weren't there?
Yeah, I think they overwatered it quite a lot. But then again, maybe with all the rain we're having, maybe it's causing problems for it. We don't know, but
yeah, that could have an effect, I suppose. The rain. So if there's any gardeners out there that know about pitches and stuff, if they've got any information about if the rain would affect that pitch, that'd be great. Now, listen, we've got Spot the Ball. Let's keep Spot the Ball going. Get your guesses in. Here you go. Where's the ball? Where do you think it is this week? Have a little guess. And we've got a competition coming up. You can win 2 tickets for tomorrow night's show at the Tavern with Noel Whelan. Now, only have a go if you can go. And we've got a question. And the question is, let me just get that ready. Which club did Noel Whelan move to after Coventry City? Which club did Noel Whelan move to after Coventry City? Get your guesses in. Ken's going to write them down. And you can win 2 tickets for tomorrow night. Early enter if you're going to go tomorrow night because they are like, what's it called? They are very scarce, these tickets. So they are lucrative. And have a go, see what you think. Which club did Noel Whelan move to after Coventry City? We've also got Guess a Gate winner. And they were on the show on Sunday night with you, Ken.
Yes.
Do you want to announce it?
Yes, Steve Price. Congratulations. You had 28,506 you guessed. So you weren't far off. The actual gate was 28,529. So not a bad guess at all, Steve.
Yeah, very good.
Got a Fire Sky Blue Fans TV mug for you here. If you give an email with your address on, mate, we'll send it in the post to Wales for you so you can have your morning cup of coffee with it.
Excellent. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right. Okay, let's get some comments in then. I've just seen one at the top. I want to read this one out and then we'll get Claudio to do the comments. Ken O'Tomo's come in. He said, spread the word and support for the youth of the club next Friday at Villa Park for the semi-final. It's only a £5, so let's fill the place. Now you have to get your tickets off the Villa website for this. So we're going next Friday. It's £5, 7 o'clock kickoff, semi-final of the Birmingham Senior Cup. And who meets the winner, Claudio?
Racing Club Warwick.
There you go, Racing Club Warwick. And Racing Club Warwick haven't lost a game in 20 games.
They were quite good against Leamington. It was good. It was a good game. Really good. I was impressed.
Yep. So get over to the Villa website. Get your tickets. £5. Come on, let's get over to Villa Park. Let's fill it.
Where's the final played?
Not decided yet, is it? I don't think.
Not decided yet. No. So get your bottoms over there, and give them your support. Give them your support. Right, Claudio, over to you.
The comments. Right, let's get through. We've got some evening all from people from Gar87. That's evening, everyone. We'll get through these. Janet
evening
with an evening all.
Evening.
Alison Berry, evening all. Alan Arkins, evening, folks. That's Wes. Can we all agree the dots are rubbish when buying tickets? We can come to that in a bit.
Yes, definitely.
Especially got flat fingers. We've got loads of spot the ball guesses, which I've been writing down.
Brilliant.
So we'll get through those. So that was this is from Jack Saunders, who he did a fantastic job replacing me on a championship podcast the other night. Liam Kitchen playing a cracking April Fool prank. Phil Taylor.
That one, funny though.
Phil Taylor, never seen us give the ball away so much. Palmer, Sheaf, MVP probably had their worst games for us. Robbins really had to make changes much earlier. Another one from Jack. Evening, gents. We can really push Leeds this weekend. Clean sheet to change our fortunes.
Oof, don't know about a clean sheet.
It's a big ask, isn't it, really?
More clean sheets in me washing.
That's Cov87. Way too slow and sloppy. Passes against a poor Cardiff team. Graham Cockrell. In the last 15 minutes we played, if we did it for 90 minutes, we would have won comfortably. I think it's because he changed the players and brought on O'Hare and Torp. I think that made a big difference when they came on.
Yeah, I think he should have come on earlier, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Hector needs to beat Cardiff. I think we've left ourselves too much to do. Jack Saunders, we lost 4-0 to Stoke at home on April 1st last year. They went on a long unbeaten run in Robbins We Trust.
Yeah.
We got, Jack says, Norwich play-ups. Norwich play Ipswich and Preston. Gordon Tulliart, it was mentioned on Sky that we've never done any good on April Fool's Day. Hello from Graham Thorpe.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
And Phil Taylor, Wright and Sims worked hard. The rest went AWOL. The game was screaming out for Sakamoto. Imagine him with the front two in this form. Big missed chance.
Yeah.
We got Janet, Leeds are nothing special.
I think they are.
Paul Hughes, Eden all, dirty Leeds. My wife is a Leeds fan.
Oh, yeah, Paul, yeah. Your wife is a Leeds fan. That's right. He met her in Leeds when he was at university up there.
Alan Arkins was raging we didn't perform and get the 3 points to home to Cardiff, especially when Norwich, Preston, Hull all lost and West Bromwich Albion drew. We got one from Gibbo. Hi all. We still make the playoffs. Fingers crossed we still make the playoffs, but if not, we better our points total from last season. That's all you can ask. Plus a Wembley Cup visit or two, and it's a magnificent season.
Yeah, right. We got the Leeds fans waiting. Let's take a break and we'll come back to some more comments after. We'll get the Leeds fans. We got two Leeds fans joining us, so we'll get them in, and we'll have a quick ad break, and we'll introduce them, and we'll hear what Leeds have to say about this weekend's game coming up.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.
Yeah, welcome back to Sky Blue Fans TV. Yes, I'm Milesy. You might see there's a little bit of a delay with me this evening. Camera's not working on my laptop, so I've got my phone over here doing the old video on me tonight. So it's all got a little bit peaked on this evening. But never mind, we're here. We're doing the show. We've had a good chat, and we're talking about our Monday game against Cardiff, and we are going to talk about Leeds very shortly. Good evening again to Ken, Dave, and Claudio. Right, let's get our guests in there. We are blessed. We have got two Leeds fans tonight, so we're gonna get everything we want to know about Leeds. Now, I had everything on my phone that I wanted to ask them, so I'm gonna wing this one. Anyone wants to jump in, guys. Claudio, Ken, Dave, jump in, because everything was on my phone. But there you go. Right, let's introduce Darren Harper first. Good evening, Darren.
Hi guys, how you going? All right.
Even down.
You?
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Although it's raining outside, so if you hear on my flat roof of my studio, then that's the reason. So apologies for any external noise, but it's a humdinger at the moment.
Yeah,
No worries. It's raining here as well. And by the way, can I just say, love the Ghostbusters sign in the background.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes.
Have it. I need one in here. I need one in my place. I don't know where I'm putting it. I'm going to have to get one now.
Not sure where you'll fit it.
yeah.
Got to get one of them. Oh, does it light up?
No, that one doesn't light up, no.
That one that lights up.
That's down there. So.
Brilliant. And I think, it's got STE. Is it Steve?
Yeah,
or is it Steve?
Hello to me. Yeah, please
Steve.
see you all.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
Not too bad, mate. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Now, listen. Big game Saturday. Well done to where you are in the league so far. Absolutely brilliant. Above Leicester. Well done.
Yeah,
Stay there.
You guys happy?
Stay there. Stay there. Please stay there. Plus, also, I tell you what, Paul Hughes, who comes on here, he sponsors us. He's married to a Leeds fan. He met him at Leeds University. Plus, my lad's best mate is a Leeds fan. So, well done for getting.
Yeah.
Well, good done for getting where you are. Good job. Now, listen, we'll just touch a little bit on the first meeting between us. Bit of a sticky draw up there, wasn't it? But Claudio touched on it. He said that when we got an equaliser, Farker put everyone on the pitch, every forward you had on the bench to try and nick the game. Is that what we're going to expect on Saturday, do you think, Darren?
I don't. I think it's definitely a must not lose. We're getting into the fun part of the season, aren't we? Really, it's squeaky bum time. I don't think we've ever. In my memory, I can't remember a championship season that's had sort of 3, maybe 4 teams all fighting right at the top. Southampton may have just sort of fallen away a little bit, but the points total are just going to be some sort of like records. I think it's a crazy season. But I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. I think Leeds have been pretty dominant throughout the season after, a pretty sticky start to the season through no fault of Daniel Farker. He had a number of players that, didn't really want to play for the team and had a lot of issues during the summer that he dealt with quite well. But since, look at the turn of the year from pretty disappointing results around sort of like Christmas and Boxing Day, especially, they've just gone on some like just unbelievable run, which I think they've just been breaking records all over the shop. So I did want to point out to one of your people that commented earlier, Janet, that said Leeds are nothing special. I think they may be a little bit special this year, but Leicester have been doing really well, but they've been tailing off. You've got obviously Ipswich are just, you've got to take your hat off to Ipswich. They've done an incredible job this season just to be up where they are. And everybody thought they would be falling off. But who he's going to throw in there, I think you can pretty much name the team that's going to sort of like go into it. It won't be too much. He doesn't tinker around too much with the starting 11 apart from after the international break. But yeah, they'll go gung-ho, I think. They need to get a result out of this one.
And Steve, you're on the same sort of wavelength as Darren now. Your run has been phenomenal. I think it was matching Southampton's amazing run, and then all of a sudden Southampton have just dropped a few games, especially when they got beat. I think it was Bristol City away. This run is magnificent for you, and like you said, like when Janet pointed that out, I went, I think they are a little bit special. Farker, he left Norwich and he's come to you guys. He's renowned to get teams out of here, but go up and then come straight back down. But this run you are on, what has made it for you? Why has that happened, do you think?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. We got the unbelievable result against Ipswich, smashing them 4-0 at Elland Road just before Christmas. And I think all Leeds fans got really excited then. And then, as Darren's already said, I think it was Boxing Day. Was it Preston? They did us. And then a few dodgy results. And then we're unbeaten, aren't we, since the turn of the year in 2024. So I think the first few games we sort of like did well. And then the confidence just started coming up. Obviously, there were the Bamford goal against Peterborough, that mad volley. And I think everyone just started getting a little bit confident then. And then, especially with Ampadu going at the back, we rode on. We were keeping clean sheets left, right and centre. We looked really solid. The introduction of Gruev into midfield, I don't think any one of us saw how integral he'd be to the team. And then that just gave us a really good base. And now we've just been able to build on it. Of course, Nonto coming back into the team after the summer, again, Darren mentioned about that. He had a little bit of a whinge, didn't he, and wanted to get out of the club. And thankfully, we put our foot down and told him to buck up his ideas. And thankfully, he did, because we've got Somerville, Dan James, and Nonto to pick from. A lot of good options just in them three. And then up top with Bamford, Ruter, and we're seeing the kid Matteo Joseph come through and make real big impacts when he's coming on from the bench. So I don't expect, though, this Saturday to be a rollover from you guys. Look how well you did against Wolves. It were a really good result and some real good performances there. But I think our biggest focus will be to keep your boy Sims quiet. I think if we manage to do that, we can really start building, progressively up the pitch. And we've looked leggy after the international break. It came at a really bad time for us. Fair few injuries. And I just hope that this week we've been able to, re-energise whatever we need to do to go again on Saturday, because you guys are fighting for promotion as well, aren't you? So certainly not going to be an easy game for us.
Is there anyone else? Sorry, Miles. You mentioned about Sims trying to keep him quiet. Is there anyone else in the team that you think can maybe cause your back line a few problems? Have you not been sort of...
It's on mute.
You've probably got a few threats all over the pitch, but Sims is the one grabbing the headlines at the moment. I think he's probably one of the most informed players in the Championship with his recent goals. So, yeah, I'm not going to pick out other players. I think he's definitely the one for us to keep an eye out on. Personally, I don't know what Darren would think.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sims is the key, isn't he, really? I mean, who should we be afraid of? Throw back to you guys. Who should Leeds be afraid of this weekend?
I think you can look at a number of people, really. I mean, Hadji Wright, the way him and Tim sort of bounce off each other at the minute. I mean, it says it, both our top scorers at the minute. And Casey, when he's on his game, he can cause a lot of problems on his own just by attracting him, defenders to him a lot of the time, and pulls them out wide and puts space in behind for Sims and Hadji to get in behind. And on the bench as well, I think we can. When the people off the bench like Thorpe and O'Hare come on, they can cause problems as well, especially later on in the games. They seem to be recently affecting games, and I think to be fair, if we can keep tight defensively, I think it'll be a good game.
Do I dare say anything about Kitchen and whether he's going to score a couple again?
I don't think he will be. I think Rob would have had his hand in the ruler.
He started at Leeds, didn't he? So, like, hopefully he'll do us a favour.
Hey, Steve, do you know what? Right, I didn't know he scored both own goals until I got home. Because the first one was down the other end of the pitch. So
what I will say about Lincoln Kitchen, he's been outstanding all season for us, really, to be honest.
Yeah, he's done well.
He has a bad game, and he's had a nightmare there, but you know, he's just got one of them games where it didn't go for you, and you get games like that, and you've got to put it behind you, and you get some strange results in the Championship. As we all know, anybody can beat anybody on the day. And that's on the day.
As long as you don't do that against Man United, I ain't worried. Here's one for you, Darren. Steve mentioned about Bamford. Now he was injured. He was injured in the season that you came down, wasn't he? He got injured. He had a bad injury, and he was out at the beginning of the season with an injury, wasn't he? I think if I'm not mistaken, he's come back from that injury just firing on all cylinders, especially after his goal against Peterborough.
Yeah, I think he's been blighted by injuries throughout his whole career, and certainly throughout his Leeds career. And I think in some respects, there's a bit of a love-hate relationship with Bamford. I think certainly don't let him take a penalty. But that seems to be an argument between Pirro and Somerville now. So I don't think Bamford needs to worry too much about penalty taking. But he really has come on. And it's not just his goals either. He's especially you saw this during the Bielsa period, and he was just one of the hardest workers, I think, in that Leeds team, and he was just running all over the pitch right up into like the 90 odd minutes, and incredible engine on the guy. And you could see the faith that Bielsa put in him. He saw something in Bamford, and I think he's done pretty good this season. But look, you look at that front line of Leeds, and Steve's mentioned Matteo Joseph, and I think if Matteo Joseph's fit, which I'm not sure if he is this weekend, I think he's picked up a knock. I think he's him and Bamford are now sort of vying for the same sort of starting spot, I think. But yeah, the forward and attacking options, I think, have been pretty frightening, really, for Leeds this season. When you put in Pirro, you put in Somerville, you put in Bamford, Ruter, then obviously Matteo Joseph coming through. It's a pretty good, and Nonto as well. We can come in off the wing and score. So it's a pretty frightening prospect, really. But Bamford's done well to sort of like force his way back into the team. But I like Patrick Bamford. Where are you on the Bamford, Steve? Are you a Bamford lover, or Bamford? He's all right.
Yeah, I'm not a lover, but I'm not a hater. I am in between. I mean, he's got it in him, like you said about the penalty. I think he misses some really big chances, especially in the Premier League. Like, part of me wants to appreciate the confidence of the boy, but I think it almost teeters on arrogance because he backs himself. But even the Stoke game away this year, when he just blazed the penalty over, I was like, oh my God, you should have given that to Somerville. The huge miss on Monday against Hull, it was just, he has got that in his locker. But I agree with you. At the Leicester game when we was there, the way he just operates and takes the attention from the defenders, Piru can't do that. He needs to be playing with the ball at his feet. Bamford is a number 9, as is Joseph. He has got that makeup, hasn't he, of being able to take away the attention and get the space out onto the wings or little pockets for the other players. So as a number 9, I think that's one of the biggest reasons we turned in form, going back to the original question as well of our form. Bamford coming in and actually is having that spearhead as a number 9. You guys will see it with Sims week in, week out. So, not a lover, but I do not think Joseph will start. Even when he's fit between now and the end of the season, I think we'll see his minutes increase off the bench. But whether Farker's going to put him in between now and end of the season as a starter, unless Bamford gets injured, but I even think then Piru might start above him. So I don't expect wholesale changes though on Saturday.
Can I ask the guys a question, Miles?
Yeah, carry on.
Is it a case if we stop Somerville and Ruta, we can stop Leeds United?
Probably not, no, because then you've still got Nonto when he comes back. You've still got Bamford if he's on as well. You've still got Pirro, and also you've got the new god of football, Archie Gray. So, and Daniel James, don't forget about him. Scored a bit of a worldie against Hull. So there's plenty in the locker there.
So apart from them, if you stop them, we can beat you.
Yeah, if you stop 8 of them, then you'll win. I think, yeah.
So basically, we just got to stand across the whole line of the pitch and just stop every single player that Tim's running behind.
If you stop the bus from getting into the stadium, then there's a chance.
So what's been different from since Christmas to before Christmas? Because obviously it looks like you're getting it together now, and you're probably doing exactly what's needed to get promoted. So what's actually changed from before Christmas?
I'm not sure if it's just a confidence thing, Steve. I think that they always had a little bit, and you mentioned Bamford coming back. I think he's been pretty influential in that dressing room, and certainly sort of like the work rate and the amount of chances he does create and the space he creates. But I think it's just been a confidence thing. It's hard to put your sort of like nail on it, but confidence breeds competence, doesn't it? So once you start on a bit of a run, it just keeps on going. It's a snowball effect, and I think they've just hit like a good team lineup, and it just seems like a happy place to be where it wasn't sort of 3-4, in the middle of the summer. End of the season, during the summer, right up to a month into the season, it wasn't a happy place to be until that takeover went through, and players decided whether they wanted to be there or not. And that had a bit of a knock-on effect at the first half of the season. And it's sort of you've got to put it down, I think, down to Daniel Farker. And what he's done with that team over that first half of the season, and it's just turned around, and it's incredible to see.
So are we a potential banana skin then?
Sorry, what was that, Claudio?
Do you think we're a potential banana skin then on Saturday?
I think every game coming up is a potential banana skin for Leeds because, Leeds will do Leeds things. I was quite surprised that they actually won on an Easter Monday. I think, Steve, it's been, certainly since about 1682, the last time they won on an Easter Monday. So incredible that they actually got a result. But I think there's so many banana skins coming up over this next few weeks as we enter at the end of the season. Then he got Southampton on the final day of the season. I'm not sure if they're going to be sort of like wallowing in playoffs at that point or not. Who knows what's going to bloody happen. But
I mean, traditionally we've got a terrible record against Leeds anyway. So we've only won 18, we've lost 43, we've drawn 23, we've only won 6 out of the last 32 in all competitions. Which that surprised me when I was looking at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting.
Cheers, Claudio, for that. Two more questions before we let you go. This is for Steve. Now, listen, you mentioned Pirro and Somerville. Do they do rock, paper, scissors? Who takes penalties? Because that's what Hadji Wright and Callum O'Hare do.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I didn't love seeing the arguing. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't. Where I want that all those decisions should be sorted way before the game. But I do think Pirro coming on was probably, if we got a penalty, he was going to take it. But I just think Somerville, after that goal at Watford, bearing in mind he'd not scored for 6 either. So that worldie that he'd scored at Watford, and he'd sort of done the defender a few times in the first half. I think he just had the confidence. Personally, I'm not bothered as long as the ball hits the back of the net. But yeah, you don't want to see him arguing on the pitch, do you? Like, who's taking it? It just looks like it can be a bit of that might be an issue in the changing rooms and different things like that. But yeah, hopefully, if we get a penalty on Saturday, either one of them can take it and bury it. But no, going back to what Claudio said, yeah, thank you for that start and tempting fate. But you were definitely one of the best teams, and I'm not just saying this, at Elland Road this season. It were a real tough game that for us. I think, did we equalise quite late on with Somerville? I think it was a real difficult game and one that we were sort of grateful to get a draw in. So yeah, I'm not expecting an easy game on Saturday.
No, you scored.
You scored first. You scored first.
And then you got the equaliser. Was it a header? You crossed it in, I think.
Yeah. Bobby Thomas.
Bobby Thomas. And now talking about Bobby Thomas was my second question. And then we go to scores and we'll let you go because I know you got to get off. But Bobby Thomas and Somerville, is it going to carry on again this weekend, do you think? They had a little bit of a scuffle on the pitch.
I don't know. I think, those sort of like handbag moments are a little bit emotional at the time, aren't they, really? It'd be interesting to see a first challenge, just to see if there's any sauce in it. But apart from that, they're professional footballers. Surely they don't take their emotions onto the pitch. Come on.
What do you reckon, Steve?
I don't know. I know that there was a bit of bite all over the pitch. There were a few bookings in that game.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of struggling to think if it was just both teams going at it or it was a bit of a bad refereeing performance. But there was definitely a little bit of bite in the game. I don't mind that. It's competitive. It should be. And as long as the refs let the right fouls go and, fouls, I say tackles, just because it's a hard tackle doesn't mean it's a foul. So let the boys play. And yeah, if anyone needs booking, warn them. But we don't mind a bit of bite in the game, do we? We've all been there in the 90s. So yeah, let's
I think the standard of refereeing in the Championship this season has been a lot to be desired, hasn't it?
Hasn't it just?
Yeah.
Awful.
I reckon they could come out and look at that.
I reckon so. Now there's a comment coming, then we'll ask for scores. I thought we mentioned this. No, wrong one, that one. Craig Robinson from Sky Blue Fans Forum. Good evening. Craig is watching on his new tablet in widescreen. What do you guys think to our game against Wolves? If you watched it.
I'll go.
I didn't watch it, so Steve, you go for it.
Unbelievable. Like, I think it was great, and especially like from a neutral's point of view, I know there's biting it with you guys on Wolves. So also I want to see the underdog win. Not on Saturday, mind, but definitely want to see the underdog win. And what an absolute end to that game. 2 late goals, last minute, great finish. Yeah, well played. And honestly, if you want to send me a Coventry shirt for the game against Man United, I'll certainly wear it with a lot of pride because honestly, please go and do them all. Please just get 3, 4, 5, whatever you need from us, we'll give you it.
Well, listen, you might
be on your side come the semi-final. I think, in fact, I'd say 100% of Leeds fans will be on your side.
100%.
Brilliant. So, this is your chance, and you could win something here that you could use on the semi-final game. We do spot the ball, so this is your chance. Guess where the ball is. Have a guess. Darren, we'll come to you first.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, I'll go 11.
11. Okay. Steve?
I'm going to go 23.
Right. Okay. We'll give the results later on. So that's
No,
it.
we have
Right.
that now.
No, I'm not going to find out. I'll give you the results later so you can watch in the background later. We'll let you know if you've won. Right.
Good.
So let's get some scores then. My battery's running out on my phone. Someone might have to take over because it's all gone Pete Tong. Ken, scores for Saturday, quick.
Yeah. Oh, as I said with Darren, I was on Darren's show a couple of days ago. I'm going to sit on the fence for this one. I think there will be goals. It's going to be tight. I'm going 2-2.
2-2. Okay. Claudio?
I think Ken beat me to it. I was going to go for a high-scoring draw.
Okay.
So I think it could be a 2-2, and I still don't understand why it's not on Sky. There you go.
Yeah, I was surprised. Dave?
Again, I'm going for another tight game, but I'm not going to sit on the fence for this one. I'm going for a Cobb 1-0 win.
Okay. Darren?
Yeah, tight game, I think, but there's going to be goals. A tight Leeds win, 11-10.
That means it's going to be 0-0. And Steve?
I'm going to go the opposite score to Dave. I've been saying on the channel this week that I think we'll win. But I think it's going to be a really tight game, and I think we'll probably snatch a 1-0 win.
Okay, lovely. Well, I've got all those written down. I'm going for a 3-2 win to the Sky Blues. There you go. That'll do. That'll do. Listen, guys, thank you so much for coming on. You've been brilliant. Thank you so much. Double whammy. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. And good luck for the rest of the season. Stay above Leicester for us, please. And but not good luck for Saturday. Let's hope Sky Blues beat you. So
good luck for the FA Cup, guys.
Yeah, good
Thank
luck.
you.
Make sure you beat the scum.
Apart from Saturday,
Thank you.
obviously.
Cheers, guys.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers,
Take
mate.
care, bye.
Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Superb. Right, I've got 11% left on my phone. We've got 11% left on my phone. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, that's good, isn't it? I mean, it's good to have two people on. It's nice to get the reviews of Saturday's games. And we've just got to try and keep it going, haven't we, really?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said earlier, I think Robbins is going to look for a reaction from the team, and I wouldn't be surprised if we try and sort of pack out the midfield and sort of try and really frustrate Leeds, especially in the first half, and maybe force them into committing themselves forward and leave them gaps in behind. I don't, if we can stick defensively well, I think we've got a chance. But if we play anything like we did on Monday, I think it could be a cricket score, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see which team turns up. I do think he needs to freshen it up a little bit, give some players a rest and bring lots of Torp in, I think, and maybe bring him into midfield, give Eccles a rest, and maybe even bring Callum in, see what he can do. But again, you never know. We'll see. Wait and see what team he turns out on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And yourself, Ken?
Yeah, looking to bounce back. I think it's not very often we lose 2 on the trot. So that's hopefully we get back to winning ways. We've been pretty good at bouncing back this season from a defeat. So I think it'll be a great game. I think there'll be plenty of goals. It'd be great if we win. It'd be fantastic. But I've got a funny feeling.
Indeed.
And Claudio?
Yeah, I think you might bring in O'Hare and Torp for this one actually.
Yeah,
I think he needs to change it around a bit because we can't keep playing the same 11 to start the games.
No,
and they will have. I mean, I know it's key to getting the playoffs, but come on, FA Cup semi-final coming up. The club aren't daft. They got a really good chance of that game, and we've still got enough in the locker to beat Leeds. You know, we're not. Yeah. We just had a bit of a scruffy performance, didn't we, against Cardiff?
Yeah.
And really, apart from the 2 own goals, we'd have had a scruffy 1-0 win because Cardiff offered nothing all game. We were best forward. Best, their line of attack was us. Basically, we were giving them chances. So
I think
we've got a chance on Saturday. If Leeds, because Leeds they're open, they are open, and they like to get forward. So I think we've got a chance.
And now listen, we've got a competition on. We've got a competition on for tonight to win 2 tickets to see Noel Whelan tomorrow. If you can go, we do have 2 tickets available for this event tomorrow. Noel Whelan at the Sky Blue Tavern. The question is, get your answers in now. Which club did? Flipping heck, get my teeth in. Which club did Noel Whelan move to after he left Cov? There you go. Get your guess in. Which club did Noel Whelan move to after he left Cov? Get your guesses in now. If you can go tomorrow night, you can win 2 tickets for Noel Whelan tomorrow night. Also, I've been asked by the Dillon's Brewery, if you go to the game Saturday and you're going to Dillon's, if they're going to do something special this weekend. There's something special that they're doing down there. They want everyone to wear sky blue. And there's something really exciting going to be happening when you're down there. So, and they've also got the special offers on their drinks as well. So they start in the morning and they open from, I think it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So you can get yourselves down there, get your special offers on your drinks, and everyone to wear sky blue. They've got something magical going to happen down at the Dillon's Brewery this Saturday. Right, we haven't done Guess the Gate either. Well, we ain't got time to do Guess the Gate. If you want to have a quick go at Guess the Gate, have a quick go. Guess the Gate. Dave, give us a guess on the gate.
27,833.
Okay. Claudio, you counting them in?
I think it'll be 29.
Okay. On the dot.
Yeah.
Ken?
No, I think it's going to be just over 29. 29,202.
Okay. Lovely, jubbly. I'll go for 29. 98. There you go. 29,918. Well, have a guesses in there. Right then. Let's just get a few more things up here. Jack Thomas is doing his fight on the 16th of February. And not 16th of February, what on about April, 13th of April. Down. Tickets went on sale on the 16th of February. We're in April. He's doing his fight, and we are proud sponsors of his walkout shirt. If it comes on the screen, is it coming up on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. There we are. We're on there. Look, Sky Blue Fans TV. We've proudly sponsored Jack. He does come on the show. He's fantastic. He's doing it for charity for his mum's arthritis. So please, if you're not going to Birmingham and you want something to do next Saturday, crack on and get up there to the Rialto. Also, we've got the George and John statue appeal. There you go. Get your fivers in, or 500 quid. You get your name on the statue. Please donate. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. They want to try and get it outside the ground for next May, so a year time. So 13 months. Hopefully, it will be outside the stadium. Should we do guess the ball winner?
Yeah.
Yeah, spot the ball.
And then we'll do some quick comments.
Yeah.
There you go. So here we go. If you got number
12.
12.
I did see some 12
Yeah.
on there.
Gordon Tully.
Gordon Tully. There you go. So number 12. If you got number 12, you are the winner. Get in touch with us. Email going across the bottom of the screen. We'll get a prize out to you as soon as possible. So there we are. There we have it. Right. Let's get some comments in then, Claudio.
Yeah.
Chelsea second goal against Man United. Chelsea 2, Man United 0.
Brilliant. So we'll start with this one. We'll go through these quickly then. Mark Edison. Hi guys, Leeds fan here. Please roll over and let us have 3 points, please. You have FA Cup to play for, and I'm sure you prefer us to go up and not Leicester. George Ulsters, Mark Edison, Ipswich and Leeds will get automatics anyway. George again, do we all think Sakamoto will be back for playoffs?
No.
It's gone very quiet. It's gone very quiet, hasn't it?
No, I don't think he'll be back.
No.
George says, Darren sounds like he would be a radio presenter. I think he does do stuff. Actually,
He sounded like the guy off EA Sports. One of the commentary people they have on that, because I sometimes play that with my daughter and whatever. And he sounds like one of the commentators off
You
it.
play it on your own all the time. What you on about?
Oh, now you've let me gleaming secrets out.
Mark Edison, George says, I hope so. That would be the fairest outcome. Also, Leicester cheated since relegation, as we can all see with their financials. Ipswich have been amazing.
Yeah, well done, Ipswich. Well done.
So, Mark Edison, we've only conceded 6 goals in 2024. This is from Neil Jakes. Where's Arthur this week? It was his week to shine. Of course, I've banned him, haven't I? So he can't make any comments.
Oh no, that would have been the week for him to come on, wouldn't it?
I know.
You kept saying, didn't you, Miles? Come on the show.
Kept saying, come on the show. He wouldn't come on, would he?
No.
Catty Kaz, Kitchen was seen in the bookies the day before the Cardiff game.
Bucket.
He's winding him up.
Mark Edison, please beat Scum in semi-final. I mean, everybody apart from Man United fans will want us to win that game. Yeah. We've got practically the whole world behind us.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think many people like Man United nowadays.
This is Prince Andrew.
Brilliant.
Hope Liam Kelly don't get a Patrick. I'm not sure.
Hat-trick.
Patrick Bamford,
hat-trick. Oh, Liam Kitchen.
Kitchen.
Liam Kitchen. Yeah.
Get a Patrick.
Phil Taylor, should be a good game. A draw. Does neither team any good. Got to go for it.
No, 100%. I think if we got the result on Monday, I think a draw would have been a great result. But yeah, now that we need to try and win as many games really as we can.
This is a bit late, but I think we kind of mentioned it anyway. What are Lee's guest thoughts on Cov parking the bus up at Ellen Road? Gave us some stick for not rolling over and letting them win. Think we're only 1 or 2 teams to get anything this season. They did say, didn't they, that they thought
we were the best team.
They were quite complimentary, to be fair.
Yeah, they said we were the best team that have gone up there, they reckon.
Which is good to hear.
Mark Edison, Leeds Seacombe is the most difficult match on the run-in.
Maybe.
I've done that one. Alan Arkins, I reckon we'll put in a performance like we did against Leicester at home and end Leeds' unbeaten run this year.
Be nice. Be nice.
Stephen McGovern, a bit of bite shows they both want it. We've got some score predictions. Alison Berry 2-1 to the City. Stephen McGovern 3-2 City. It's good to see we're still positive considering our performance on Monday. Mark Harrington. Oh no. Mark Harrington. Cov 1 Leeds 2. I spoke to Mark Edison 3-1 Leeds.
Listen, guys. If I vanish, it's because my battery's gone. So you'll have to finish the show.
Dave Saunders, Cov 2 Leeds 1, and Janet's gone for a 1-1. And Phil Taylor, there's no disgrace in losing to Leeds. We've just got to put in the performance and go for it. We do have every chance to win. And of course, this is interesting from Paul Cuttingford. It'd be a great game, but only if the atmosphere is back. I thought it was a bit flat on Saturday, but then it could be to do with the performance. Monday. It was. I don't think it's anything to do with the away fans being further away from Singers' Corner, because they get. If you're going to get behind our own team, you don't need rival fans to create an atmosphere. Just get behind our team. And I think it's been, I don't know, maybe because in the past, people used to all cram into Singers' Corner, whereas now they can't, and people have spread out across the ground. Maybe that's made a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
The atmosphere was all right for the first sort of 20 minutes, wasn't it? And it sort of, like you say, it sort of seemed to peter out. And like we said, they've said it before, the players feed off us a lot of the times, and we all want City to win. So the only thing you can do is just keep being heard. That's all you can do.
Miles is in Singers' Corner. What do you think, Miles?
Ah, gone.
He's sorting his phone out.
Oh, we
Claudia.
can see him. He's on his side. We can see him still. So, what do you think, Ken? The atmosphere?
I'll answer the question because I thought it probably did seem a little bit flat, but I don't know because I don't sit in that area. I sit the dugout side, that stand, the main stand, if you like.
He's in the posh seats.
Well, not quite the posh, but just below. But yeah, I mean, but it still seemed reasonably loud, when we went forward and that, and when we scored. But it's hard to say because I'm not actually over that end. But I didn't notice any much difference really from where I was. But I thought we were quite loud when we scored.
Yeah, we were very loud when we scored, and I think it was more, especially in the second half. I noticed it more, but I think it was more out of frustration, isn't it, more than anything else?
Yeah, because I think it was a bad game, and then people get a bit fed up, and they could see we weren't.
Well, this is it, like we alluded to earlier. Every pass seemed to go back to Cardiff, and we just weren't seeming to get anywhere. And obviously, then we score, and it was called offside, and I think that just sort of. I've seen a lot of people leaving after that, which was quite annoying to see, if I'm honest.
Yeah, because we normally. I mean, the Hadji goal from where I was looked offside. It did look offside. It was
when I watched the replay, I don't know if you have seen it. It looks almost as if he was offside when the ball was put in, so he's come in from an offside position rather than going offside through the play. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's difficult because the camera.
But in real time, I couldn't tell where I sit, but
yeah,
I've seen footage where someone stopped it, but it's been. It looked like it's his shoulder.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot, but I think from what I've seen in the replay that I have seen, it looks like he's come in from an offside position when the ball was played in. Whether he was or he wasn't, like I say, it's a bit difficult to see, but it's just one of them. Like we've said, we just got to take it on the chin, and hope for a reaction, and hope that we can go on some sort of run between now and the end of the season and see where it takes us. We're more than capable of doing it. We just can't afford many slip-ups now. You know what I mean? If we can keep that going and see what happens, I think we won't be far away.
How do you think I felt? I got two friends from Cardiff with me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I bet they floated a bit in the car on the way back, didn't they?
No.
Claudia, did they think they didn't deserve it, or what did they think about
They couldn't believe it, basically. They're obviously happy, but they weren't gloating. They just said they couldn't believe they've actually seen them win. They didn't expect it at all. They actually, before the game, they said, they said it'll either be really close or they'll get hammered. So once we scored early, 20 minutes or so, they expected a 4-0. They didn't expect to come out 2-1 winners.
Yeah.
I can't complain because we came back. Good old Gareth brought the whole family fish and chips from the Station Avenue chippy at start Tyler and gave me a signed match ball from the squad of 87, which I couldn't believe. But he gave me that before the game. So, but they loved it down Dillon's. It was really, everyone was hospitable. They thought it was great. But obviously you would do when you win 2-1. But they were just surprised because they didn't expect that at all. They said they came on a whim and just basically expected to get battered. So,
technically, we won 5-0.
Yeah, it was very, very frustrating.
Yeah,
it was.
So I think we've lost Miles. Ken, I'll let you carry on for a bit.
Yeah, we'll wrap up then. We ain't got much time left anyway. So just to confirm what the ball winner was, number 12, and that was Gordon Tulliart. Is that right, Claudia?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You send me your details on an email, scarbefansTV@gmail.com, and we'll.
I've got his details. He's the guy who gave Keith the ticket to go to Wembley.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah,
you got to do the winner for the competition for the Nolan tickets.
Yeah, I'll do that now. I can only see one. Basically, I've got three correct answers. George Osters, Catty Katz, and Dave Saunders. So 1, 2, and 3. So Dave G, give me a number, 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Number 1 is Dave Saunders. Dave Saunders.
Congratulations, Dave.
Congratulations, Dave. You've won 2 tickets for Northampton, which is, of course, tomorrow night. So make sure you'll be able to go there. That's the details. 7 o'clock start at the tavern. If you give us a message, please, and I'll contact you where you can get your tickets from. Get in touch with us, please, on email, skybluefanstv@gmail.com. Just give me your telephone number, please, and I'll give you a bell, and we'll meet up and get your tickets to you, because it is tomorrow night, so we won't be able to send them out. So we'll have to meet you. I'll probably meet you there. Will probably be the best idea on the door. So yeah, so it's tomorrow night. Noel Whelan, Anna's comedian, so it should be a good night. Congratulations on that. So okay. Do we have some predictions then for tomorrow? We've had predictions for tomorrow.
Yeah, we've done predictions, yes.
Yeah, I've done predictions.
2-2, I remember. Yeah. So that's about it, I think. I'll just remind you of a couple of things that's going on during the game. The 23rd minute applause for this. It's very sad. Cameron Slater, who lost his life, a Coventry City fan. There's also a 75th minute applause for another Coventry City fan, Heinze. He lost his life. And we've got one for a Leeds fan as well, which is going to be very close, because this is, I believe, in the 24th minute.
Within a minute of each other, I think, weren't they?
So, so there's Leeds one on 24th, and I believe they know about ours as well. So it'd be nice if they join in on our applause as well. That'd be fantastic.
Isn't it a memorandum match on Saturday?
It is, yeah. So anybody that has lost anybody over the last few months, I think all the details will be on the scoreboard. The club normally put pictures and messages on the scoreboard, don't they, for the game? And I think that's one of the games tomorrow where that's been earmarked for. So there'll be a lot of messages for people that have lost their lives, or Sky Blue fans, or that have passed away over the last few months. Tomorrow's game is classed as one of them games where all the messages and photos will be on the scoreboard before the game, I believe, and at half time. So if you have lost a family member or friend or anything like that, then the club will have the details, and I presume they'll put the picture and messages up on the scoreboard during the half-time interval, more than likely, and that's a chance to see them. Okay. Also, just a reminder that Chestergate was won by Steve Price, our Welsh fan. He got 28,506, which is a great guess considering it's 28,529 against Cardiff. Now, I personally thought there was more than that there, Cloudy. Did you?
It's the corporate bit that lets it down. It's quite empty above you. You can't see because you're below it. But there's a lot of empty spaces around there, and there's still areas where you got the big flags down the front. I think a whole section could hold 900 people in the blocks, but there is quite a few flags knocking about everywhere. I'm not sure if we'll ever get up to the 32,000.
Yeah, we're looking for that attendance against. When was the last 30,000? That was a Chelsea game, was it? 32 we had, didn't we?
For us, yeah, there was more when the rugby was there for one game, wasn't there? But that doesn't count.
I think they had one for the women's England game as well last year. I think that was 30 plus. I think it was actually. I'm sure it was a record for the stadium altogether, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I think the trouble is the way they segregate the fans from each other. I don't think you'll ever get in the high 30s.
Against Chelsea in the FA Cup that time, there wasn't hardly any segregation. Then I take it.
I don't think so, from memory.
Because Chelsea,
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think myself.
No, there's only a little bit between what is Singers Corner now and the rest of the Chelsea fans. I mean, that's it.
That was it.
It wasn't. Nothing like it is now. But
no. So whether we will get to that figure again, I don't know. But obviously the club are trying to reduce the away tickets have been allocated. So Leeds have only got, I think what we gave what they gave us this season. So I'm sure.
Well, I think that's only fair, really. I mean, everywhere we go, it always seems to be sort of around the 2,000, 3,000 mark, doesn't it? It never seems to be much more than that. So, I'm sure Doug's trying to bring in as much money as he can, and that's the only way you're going to do that is putting more bums on seats, isn't it?
And if we can get more home supporters in there, then obviously that's going to push the gate up. There'll be no need, less segregation, which would be great. Shove the away fans in the corner, as much in the corner as you can, and just give them the absolute minimum. Which they do normally. In the same situation. So that's the way forward, I think. Anyway, look. Anything else, Claudio, to add? I think that's about it.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And if you're bored Saturday morning, you can listen to me on BC Radio, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
No,
and then I'll dash up to the game.
Liam's back from Wales, isn't he, from his holiday?
Yeah. So I'll be back on with Liam,
Yeah.
I'll listen to you whilst I'm at work.
That's it, you can do that.
I'm at work till 12 o'clock, so I'll listen to you.
Brilliant.
And myself and Miles will be on BC Radio Friday and Saturday evening this week as well. So that's from 6 till 8 for me, and then 8 till 10 for Miles, and then followed by Luke, the rock show as well, from 10 till midnight. So there you go. So all Sky Blue fans on a Friday and Saturday on BC Radio. But let's hope we all are in a good mood by getting 3 points against Leeds, because we desperately need them. Yeah, I think Miles trying to come back. Miles, are you back? Hello?
He's there. Is anyone in?
Hello, good evening.
I'm back. Hello.
We're going now.
Back now. Go on.
Oh, man, what's going
No, we can see you fine.
You're fine. Just get your finger. Got a great big finger on the screen.
And that was pinky in there yet.
I can't hear you now. Forget it.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. So we're going to wrap up here anyway, and we'll speak to you off air if we can get hold of you. 3 points for the Sky Blues on Saturday. Massive game. Much needed 3 points after a disappointing game against Cardiff. We've got to bounce back, which I think we can. So thanks very much, Dave, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you. And as always, Claudio.
Cheers.
Thank you. And Miles, if you can hear us, thanks very much. I don't think he can.
Come here.
That's it. Play up Sky Blues, and we'll be back. Our next show will be Sunday evening, 7:30. Good night.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.